Hi guys, my name is Genevieve Osoka and you're welcome to today's episode of Gist with Genevieve, where we talk about real life issues and we'll find solutions to them as well. So guys, today I'm going to be doing something a little different from what I've been doing in my previous episodes. Today I'm going to be sharing the lessons I learned from a very interesting Nollywood movie that I watched recently. It's Living in Bondage, Breaking Free. If you have not watched this movie, you might not be able to flow with me so well, so you might need to go and watch this movie well. That will be after watching my video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so let's shoot. Lesson number 1 from Living in Bondage, Breaking Free. I learned this lesson from Andy. I'm a Christian, so that particular scene of that movie got to me. I took it personal. You know, salvation is something most Christians just take for granted. After salvation, you've received Christ and you've given your life to Christ, and as a believer you just stop there. And there's something I learned about the character of Andy. Andy was the Andy we knew 27 years ago in the previous Living in Bondage. He became a changed person. He was now a pastor, but Andy was not just living at the surface of being a believer. Andy was warded. When Richard came back to him with promises of how he could make him rich, how his church could be one of the biggest churches, and how his church would boom, Andy was not enticed at all. He has been through hell. He killed his wife. He murdered his wife, Mary. He used her for ritual. So he didn't want to go back that lane again. Andy was warded for every single thing that Richard threw at him. Andy had a word of God to reply to it. Can you beat that? That is how a true child of God should be. You should know your God and you should know the word of God. Lesson number 1, know your God and know the word of God. One lesson I took out. Then lesson number 2, my character, Nnamdi Bobo, Nnamdi the mover and shaker, Nnamdi the desperate, successful guy. There was something wrong with Nnamdi's desperation for success. Don't get me wrong, it is okay for you to desire the good things of life. It is okay for you to want to drive the best cars, good houses and all. Perfect. In fact, it's good to dream big. Nothing is ever wrong with dreaming big. But there was something wrong with how much Nnamdi desired success. He was willing to do anything at all, no matter how bad it is. Remember, there was something dubious about how he left his first job. He left his first job by poaching clients from his office to go and start his own. Of course, we all saw how it ended up with him in that movie. It didn't even end up very well. His firm was far ahead of him, and he missed out on that pitch. So there was something wrong with Nnamdi. And again, if trying to draw the line as to where is the difference between the negative desire for success. If your desire for success can lead you to doing anything at all to succeed, there is something wrong with it, bro. If you can do practically anything to succeed, then that type of success is the wrong type of desire. Desire success. In fact, be desperate for success. Be desperate to succeed. But if you cannot draw the line as to the things I cannot do to succeed, knowing fully well that you will succeed eventually, but there are things I cannot do. I can't sell my soul to the devil in the name of success. Nnamdi did not draw that line. That was why it was easy for him to join the Sikhs. And before he knew it, he landed in the same place where his father, Andy, was 27 years ago. That leads me to a very important point. Point 3, foundation. Nnamdi did not ask questions about his foundation. Okay, he must have asked. I mean, his auntie and his uncle. But if he had pressed so hard, I mean, as hard as he pressed for success, if he had pressed so hard to know his foundation, to know his roots, Nnamdi would have avoided the mistakes of his father. You know, we make fun of it though, my village people, our village people, your village people. But in the true sense of it, these village people can also actually be ancestral issues that we just think is okay and we run along with it. I think every individual should ask yourself questions, okay, about foundation. It's basic. That movie taught me that foundation is critical. There was something wrong with Nnamdi's foundation. In fact, his foundation made him to desire success the wrong way. Because he grew up with Toby, his cousin Toby. Why wasn't Toby like Nnamdi? Foundation. Why wasn't Toby hungry and thirsty for success the way Nnamdi was? Foundation. He was chasing him, but he didn't know. He didn't ask the right questions, and he did not also sort it out. So, foundation is key. Find out everything you need to know about your foundation and deal with it in the place of prayer and move on with life. So that is it for lesson number 3. Lesson number 4. Nnamdi's girlfriend. Hey, I will give her for that girl.
You know, I never begged you to G-Wack type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what kind of guy did you beg me as?
Camry.
Camry?
Yeah.
Ah, what for?
She tried well. What did she do that amazed me? When she saw there was a problem, as a young girl who was in love, and this guy you're in love with had money, she did not just remain there enjoying the money and all, we die here. No, she stepped out. When she tried to get out the information, what are all these secret things? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? And Nnamdi was able to say the ones he could say, but he didn't go deep. And she now saw the tattoo on Nnamdi's back and remembered that this tattoo, she had seen it before on the back of her ex-boyfriend. She knew that something was wrong. Though she was in love, she did not just remain there lusting after the money. She took a bold step. She walked away from Nnamdi. Walking away from Nnamdi gave her clarity. It gave her the boldness to go to Nnamdi's father. Since Nnamdi mentioned it to her that this man came and said he was my father, went to Nnamdi's father and they were able to save Nnamdi's life. You see what love can do. If you had remained there, she would have been to Nnamdi what merit was to Andy. If you have not watched Living in Bondage, both the first and the second, you need to go and watch that movie. These things are happening on a daily basis. So I learned 4 strong lessons from that movie. Lesson number 1 is this: know your God and know the word of God. 2, if you are desperate for success, that you can do just anything to succeed, there is something wrong with your desperation. You need to review how desperate and how thirsty you are for success. 3, third lesson is this: foundation. Foundation, you have to find out, sort out your foundation. Yes, sort out your foundation so that you will run faster in life and so that you not run into the wrong place in life. 4, if you are in a relationship and you see that relationship will destroy you, it is good for you to walk away. You will be saving yourself and probably save your partner. Okay, don't be in for the lost life. Okay guys, I hope you've taken away something from this, my little review and lessons from this awesome movie. If you've not seen the movie, try watching the movie, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, because this place is downloaded. Okay guys, bye.